This is the best advice I ever heard on any YouTube video ever, and I'm going to share it with you today. If you use this advice, you will undoubtedly reach your goals faster, because there's this one thing that is holding you back, this one thing that is slowing down your progress because you're wasting too much time doing this. And I know you're probably doing this so that you can actually reach your goals faster, improve yourself faster, and get to where you want to be. For some backstory, I heard this in a YouTube video probably like 5 or 6 years ago. The video was just another how to learn a language quick kind of video because I was learning Korean at the time and I was watching a lot of videos on how to learn Korean faster, learn languages faster, how to learn a language most efficiently and effectively. So typically we tend to think that the more we learn about the thing, the more we study up on a thing, the better we will be at it when we do it. And this is a fallacy. This is not completely true. And let me tell you why. For example, doctors, psychologists, they go to school and they're studying for a few years, but then after those years of study in a classroom, they are pushed into the field and doing placements and residencies where they have to continue learning on the spot, learning in the hospital, learning in that environment. And before they go into that environment, most people don't think that they're ready. I know that when I got my first job, I did not feel ready. Call this imposter syndrome, call it whatever you want. You don't feel ready when you're forced to begin. And you never are until you start actually doing the thing. So the piece of advice was basically to stop trying to learn how to do the thing, because you probably already know enough. I'm guessing that if you're on YouTube watching this now, you have probably already, if your goal is to lose weight, you already know what you need to do. You already know that you need to reduce your caloric intake, that you need to work out, blah, blah. That if you're trying to grow on YouTube, you know in general the things you need to do. We tend to think that the more we study, the more we learn, the better we will be at that thing. On the y-axis is how good we are at something, and on the x is how much we learn. So we tend to think that the more we learn, the more we study, the better we will be at that thing in a kind of linear graph. But in reality, the return on that investment will eventually taper down and kind of stop, because the most important things you can learn about how to do the thing, they tend to be the things that are the most repeated, that you're going to learn very early on, very easily. So it tends to look more like this, where in the beginning, yes, the more information and the more information you consume, the more you learn in the beginning will have high reward. After a point, consuming more education and information on how to do the thing will have a diminishing return. So in the beginning, it'll be really useful, but then the more you add on top of that, the less useful it will be. We think that the more and more we study, the more and more we learn, we tend to replace that with actually doing the thing, because it makes us feel productive. It makes us feel like we are progressing towards our goal. That the more you learn, we like learning how to do the thing, and we tend to see learning how to do the thing makes us feel productive. It makes us feel like we're progressing towards our goal because we are doing something related to that goal. We are learning how to achieve that goal. But chances are, for the goal you're trying to achieve, you've probably already consumed enough. It's having less and less return. So yeah, if you're just beginning something and you actually don't know how to do the thing, then go learn, go study learn from other people what works. But if you've already spent weeks, months learning how to do the thing, at some point you need to stop doing that and just learn for yourself and do it, because you end up wasting time learning how to do the thing, spending time watching YouTube videos on how to lose weight, how to run more, how to learn a language, how to build a business, all these things, when you actually know all the bases, and you're just wasting time at that point. You're just wasting time, taking away time that you could be actually putting towards achieving that goal, towards just passively taking in information. So in that video that changed my life, he said, stop wasting time learning how to learn a language and just go do it. You already know what you need to do, and now you just need to implement it. Stop trying to make yourself feel like you're working towards your goal by consuming more education on the topic. Yeah, doctors, psychologists, at some point they're just thrown in the field, because learning in the classroom is important and they do that in the beginning, and then they're thrown into the field to then do it with supervision, and that's when you really learn at like an exponential growth. That's when you're actually improving. So if your goal is like to learn a language, when you actually start practicing that and doing what needs to be done to learn the language, you'll figure out what works for you and what's helpful for you and where you're actually learning and what your difficulties are. And then you can use that to then change your methods to then improve and grow even faster, because some things that you're learning on the internet on how to do something might not work for you. So that's important to keep in mind as well. But at the end of the day, it's just time wasting. Once you have, like, after you've learned so much on a topic, at some point it just becomes time wasting and you're taking time away from actually achieving that goal to making yourself feel like you're closer to your goal because of how much you are learning about it, but you're not actually doing it. You need to just go and do the things that are the essentials to achieving that goal. Yes, those little tips and tricks might be little bonus, but their return in terms of your progress and your growth are minimal. So you need to really focus on putting in the hours, because the truth is we all want to achieve things quickly, but the truth is that everything that is worth having takes time. Building a business, we currently live in an age where everything is pushed to us for speed. Build a business fast, make $1 million in a year. All these things, everything is lose 20 pounds in 1 month, get hot fast, learn a language in 30 days, make $1 million in a year, make $1 million in a month, like grow 1 million followers in 2 months, like all these things that really are barely possible. But for the most part, everything that is worth having in life takes time. Having a rewarding relationship with someone, that takes time to build and to learn about each other. Building a sustainable, long-term, lucrative business takes years and years of effort and growing and learning. Losing weight and keeping that weight off takes time. It takes months, it takes years. Everything worth having is going to take time. Stop falling for the learn how to do this fast. If you can get down the basics and show up every single day and do the things that are going to help you reach that goal, just keep doing that. And then maybe on the top, you can listen to a bit more advice here or there that's something that you don't already know. But for the most part, all the advice online is just repeating the same things in different ways. And it's making you feel good, but it's not actually helping you to improve and to reach your goal. It's not getting you any closer to the goalpost. It makes you feel like you're closer to the goalpost because you've spent all this time learning about the thing, but you're not actually any closer to it. So please, today, stop learning about how you're going to quit social media or how to get off your phone or how people quit social media. Stop. Delete the app off your phone. Just do it. Honestly, just do the thing you need to do. Stop wasting time learning how to do the thing, because you know how to do the thing. I know you know how to do the thing. You just have to actually have the courage, have the discipline, push yourself, give yourself a push, and just do it. I know I sound like a Nike salesperson right now, but just do it. Like, it's not rocket science. It doesn't require years and years of education. You know what works. You've already listened to the TED Talks. You've already watched the YouTube videos. So now it's time. After watching this video, you're going to leave a like. You're going to leave a comment on the thing you're going to do. You're going to subscribe to get more like this. Today, you're not going to watch any more content on how to do the thing, but you're actually going to put that time towards doing the thing. I believe in you. So you're going to close YouTube right after this video, after liking, after subscribing, and I can't wait to see what you're going to achieve, because you're going to do great things. So that was the best piece of advice I'd ever gotten, which is to stop learning how to learn and to actually just go learn the language. That was my case, but you can apply this to everything in life. Stop learning how to get off social media and just get off your damn phone. Bye.